Now, though it is the only mall in Kumasi, managers of the Kumasi City Mall say none of the malls in Accra can beat their modern specifications. There was a lot of excitement when it was opened to the public a year ago. Since its opening, residents of Kumasi and neighboring towns say it has been of immense benefit to them. Here's what I found out when I visited the Ashanti regional capital. Welcome to Kumasi, the second most populated city in Ghana, rich in culture and tradition, and a lot of lovely people around. Now, if you visited Kumasi a couple of years ago and you asked for sites to visit, you'll be directed to the Kumasi Museum or the Menchia Palace or the Kumasi Zoo. There's an addition to that list, and that's, guess what? The Kumasi City Mall. Let's head there. Located in Asokwa, a suburb of Kumasi, the mall covers a land size of about 15 acres, has 66 shops, an underground parking space and natural ventilation. But this mall isn't mere brick and mortar. It represents something more, a beautiful space for trade, networking and pleasure. The people of Kumasi love it here, so they come in hundreds every day to the biggest and arguably most modern mall in Ghana. There was a rich display of culture at the official opening of the mall. The presence of the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II was enough evidence of the importance of the city's newfound love. President Akufo-Addo was there to lend his support. During the official opening of the shopping center, President Akufo-Addo challenged management to ensure that Ghanaian products were sold. A year on, what has changed? Has management lived up to that expectation? At the time, 5% was sold.
They're very, very local, as in made, done in Kumasi. I think it's about 40%. But if you talk about local shop owners, that's about 95% or 96% are Kumasi people. This is now like a monument in Kumasi. Nobody comes to Kumasi without coming here.
Every inch of this floor is tolerated, but business has been good since His Royal Majesty opened it to the public. So how has this famous mall impacted the lives of patrons?
At first it was difficult. On weekends at times I to take your kid to, but when the mall came, I always come on weekends with my kid.
So America credit me yare. Na me free to be able to be a for be that me bad here, the man need to me nana come on let my poor mama. Ya benina ma na etieti enyum ne ade a me kwa bitimi da.
It has become a very big platform for us to socialize, meet nice people.
I have little cousins at home. They used to disturb very much, but now because of the mall, especially the case gallo, I bring them here just for them to be entertained.
This mall is really huge, but sometimes, especially on weekends, it feels as if the whole of Kumasi is in it, and there's nearly no space at all for anyone. Well, managers are planning to expand this mall, so those in Accra who told residents of Kumasi because you were robbed of your bragging rights, brace yourselves.
This is actually the phase one. When we are done with the phase two, it's going to be the biggest mall in Africa actually. Our dream is to do the phase two, if possible build more and another more and another more, and then we get to the level where, I'm not saying we get rid of our local markets, but then we merge, like there's a synergy between the local markets and the mall.
If you followed the opening of the Kumasi City Mall and events after, you'd remember the escalator craze. Quite a number of videos and photos popped up on social media showing people struggling to use the escalator. And there was even one showing a goat in a mall. Well, not all of those photos and videos were from the Kumasi City Mall, but here's how managers dealt with the escalator issue.
We've never had an escalator in Kumasi, that's on record. So obviously there will be challenges, it's just natural. Basically what we did was we had to place security men there to direct them where to go. So now when you want to go down, they direct you where to go. So we actually encourage them. When I see you going down the stairs, oh, why not take the escalator? Like, I can't take it. Oh, let me help you. And I help the person on. And then they really like it. They go like 4 times, you know, just to have more of the experience.
A year on, using the escalator is not a big deal for many patrons. During my stay here, I saw a little girl easily using the escalator and teaching her friend how to. Unarguably, the Kumasi City Mall has had a lot of impact. You've heard from patrons themselves. Well, if you haven't visited here yet, or you happen to be in the city but have not yet visited the famous escalator I'm on now, you may just want to do that. So that's what I found out when I visited Kumasi.